Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell. I'm going to take you through a quick walkthrough, letting you see the pages inside of Exitus Elite. It's almost 2022, y'all. This is a perfect time of year to be coming into a business where 90% of the people who come in at the $1,000 level or the brand new $2,000 level. I've been doing online business now since 2014. I was able to get free from the job in just 6 months from the time I actually came into it. And though I've done really well in all the businesses I've been into, I have found none to do better than Exitus Elite for making the most money I've ever made, having the best owner, best support, and the best quality pages of any system I've been a part of. So I'm not surprised to see me and other leaders that have been around in the game for a while, still in 2021 and 2022, using Exitus Elite as their primary business. I see people in the Facebook group at times. Recently, somebody just a few days ago made 6,000 in like 3 days in the system. I've actually made a $9,000 a day in the system. I've had $40,000 months inside this business. So I want you to really understand that taking a business like this, where it has all the quality, an owner that's the best that I've ever seen, and really good support, and just getting out to people, letting these people connect with you, it can be a magical combination that could change your life. So I'm going to show you some of this, a little bit of training right from the get-go. I'm getting to where I try to do training in every video. This was actually an image I had done last year or maybe the year before for memories. If you're on Facebook and you are one of those people that like to use memories, if it's where you can, go ahead and take the picture itself and repost it again with whatever the contents is going to be. If it's something capable like this, you know what I'm saying? So, and the reason why I say that is it seems like that when you take what would you call it, a memory and post it, first of all, people can acknowledge it's a memory. I don't know if that's why they do it or whatever, but it does not seem to get nowhere as much, notifications, or you don't get as many notifications letting you know people have liked, commented, and stuff of that nature. So I have noticed over and over again, while I'm trying different things on Facebook and different content, I'll try to share some of these little things with you. So if you have something that you really want to share that's from last year or 6 years ago or whatever, you might just want to download that image and then repost it with something yourself, because I have seen time and time again where it gets many more comments and likes than the other one. So if you're looking at engagement, that's a little tip for you right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, y'all. As far as Exitus Elite itself, I will be showing you things in the back pages. Obviously, this is one of the capture pages right here. We've got some really good capture pages. Paul Stevenson is someone who's not going to put junk into the system. He never has. I've been with him since August the 1st of 2016, and everything that he does, it represents Paul Stevenson or Exitus Elite has been quality. I don't think that'll ever change. Give you an example of some of these capture pages. Give me 2 seconds here. That was one of them down there. Here's another one. This one's interacting. It actually swaps up from the image itself from the person. It says watch video now or watch now. Our 5-minute video is actually what's called a VSL video page, and I'll show you what that looks like as well. So again, little pages, real simplistic stuff that really seems to do very well. I have had a lot of success with this one. This is called Pays You. And this one, it's about the best video I've ever seen as far as a capture page. That to me, it really sets the stage. If somebody's going to take this much time and effort just for a capture page, can you imagine what the system's going to look like? You see what I'm saying? Because I've never seen anybody put this much effort into just a capture page. I've actually ran this in the background many a time where people thought it was something that I had created because of me doing videos and stuff. And to me, it's just awesome that you can have content that is well put together that's going to work for you. Now, if you don't know, Exitus Elite will give you everything that you need. So if you wind up liking this page or that one, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. But every lead that comes through is going to be captured in your back office, and you'll know when they came in. You can possibly even know their phone number if the email gives options like that. It's your choice, or their choice to some degree, whether or not they put their phone number in there, but you do get their email. And every email I've gotten inside of Exitus Elite has been real emails. So to me, that's really, it kind of shows you the kind of quality that you're actually getting, and the people itself that are coming through acknowledge it is. I've been number one, number two in the world in offers where it was free or cheap to come in. There's a whole different type of person that's looking free and cheap. And when it comes to something like this, these are people who are a little bit sharper. If you take and use this for a year or 2 years, every lead and every member that you get in this is not going to be the same quality as these free and cheap leads that you're looking for. Your list is going to be made of gold. And I have said that for years because of how sharp these people are. Sharpest people I've ever seen. People that write books that are very successful, just very, career oriented, done well in businesses, stuff of that nature. Business owners are the type of people that I get, not just online marketers looking for this. I also had people that my downline come in where they never made $1 in online business, couldn't sell an $18 business, yet they wound up making $3,000 in their first month inside of Exitus Elite because something's different about $1,000 business, or like the G2000s, this new system that we have, and upgrade, to that level now that people can go to. And I think the reason why is because when you come into online business, y'all, I don't think most people come into online business to make $18 or $30. So I'm going to show you one of the businesses I was number one in the world in, and I was making $33 commissions, and how I was still broke, even though I was number one on the leaderboard. So I'm going to cover that with you as well. But people that come into this one, y'all, $1,000 and $2,000 is such a sweet spot. Because if somebody wants to do a $1,000 business, it's cheap enough that they can do so. Yet every time they get an email saying they just made $1,000, it's life-changing income, especially at Christmas time or right after Christmas, where people have just spent all that money shopping and stuff of that nature, and now they're being able to recuperate quickly. So people are more looking now than any time. When crypto is up, everybody's happy. When it starts going down, that's when people start looking for other things. And I've noticed every year at Thanksgiving that there's a drop in crypto, Bitcoin, and most of the altcoins itself. So I'm not surprised that things don't pick up at this time. It's a perfect time to be doing this business. Now, I put your first member in for you at the G1000 or the G2000. So that means every person that you put into your business will be your person and your commission. Now, if you see some kind of offer from somebody else saying something else, you got to be kind of careful because of how legit it should be. If anybody's saying that they're going to take care of your admin fee or your free membership and stuff of that nature, that's really not allowed by the company, to be honest. As a matter of fact, it is it's belittling the product. And when you start having people giving each other discounts for the business, then next thing you know, the product's not going to be worth what it should be. And the owner has told us that for years. So once again, you see yourself in a situation where leaders and members aren't listening to what the owner's telling them to do. So please don't fall for that, y'all. But as far as putting your first member in for you, what I do literally is I would take the last person that came in. You would call and tell me that you're ready to do this business, message me, text, whatever you like to do. I send you their link, and the last person is going to be tickled to death that you come into this business, and then I'm going to take your link and do the exact same thing. So I am literally putting your first person in for you, so we go ahead and get you qualified so that you're ready to make money, and every person is going to be yours. Okay, so with that being said, I've already shown you 1-2 capture pages. I'll scroll down just a little bit and show you. This is a really good one right here. It's called Particles. And again, this is where really simplistic stuff, but it works. It makes you want to check out this stuff here. So that was a really cool one right here. This is a world, and it has this little ball image right here. It's just simplistic, but really works. And I'm going to show you the one that I used right from the get-go, y'all. The first 10,000 I made inside of Exitus Elite, I actually used this specific capture page. As simple as it is, y'all. Got a smartphone, wanting to make money online? Let me tell you how real this is, y'all. Using that capture page, hitting YouTube because I was excited about a business. If you ever join a business, I hope you're excited about it. People could sense I was excited about it. And all I had was my phone, YouTube, and this. And I made 40,000 plus in this business. The first 10,000 I used came through was from here. Now, I am one of those people that I do make my own capture pages, sales pages, and things of that nature. The reason I do that is because I believe that people want to connect with you especially in $1,000 business. I don't know about y'all, but I don't run around giving $1,000 to people I don't know. And I think most people in general are going to be like that. So they're looking someone to connect with. So that could be you. If you believe in a business, don't join a business if you don't, because I think people can sense that. In the YouTube world, y'all, seriously, I have personally got, I don't know, I'm gonna take a second and show y'all how many videos I got. I don't even know how many. Let me stop this audio here. It's gonna pop up in a second. I think I stopped it. Yeah, okay. So just right here alone for Exitus Elite, y'all, I have got over 300 videos for Exitus Elite. This is the one from just 2 days ago. Here's this one, this one, this one. It just keeps on going. Another little tidbit for training, or for training. Always put yourself in your thumbnails. Give these people someone to connect with. It's usually like me and my little boy, or me and my girlfriend, or me out and about having fun, like here, right here, this one on the boat. Sometimes I got pictures of me on the yacht that we have, or at the lake house. Here's our brand new pontoon boat we got. So I'm always trying to give these people someone to relate to. This is our new Cadillac SUV we had just got. People can almost tell what's going on in my life because they're watching my videos at this time. My girlfriend got sick. She was in intensive care for 2 weeks. So what did I talk about when I was able to come home and she got better off where I could start making videos? I talked about her. If we're looking at a new SUV, I usually talk about things of that nature, So again, I think for people, they like to know that you're a real person. And by just joining something that you believe in, telling them what you think about the business. My first videos, y'all, was nothing more than me sitting at my kitchen table with a $4 stand and my old S3 phone, mash and record, and telling people what I thought about my business, what it means to me, what it would mean to me and my little boy, me being a single full-time dad. Me telling them, hey, y'all, I got light at the end of the tunnel. I'm excited about this business. And then just showing them a way in. That works, y'all. It's more about your message and letting people connect with you than whether or not you have this pretty enclosure like I got here and the blue and all that stuff, or you have Mickey Mouse jumping up and down your screen and stuff like that. If you haven't noticed, the last few months, I have really cut back on my editing because I was getting burnt out editing videos all the time. I made a sales funnel a few years back that it took me 19 hours to edit one video. And I was like, and I went back and started noticing that it didn't make me more money than if I just mash record and I was using my old phone. So again, more training to let you know your message is way more important. Could you evolve? Should you evolve to something? I'm very artistic. I like the color blue. I know it's crazy. I guess it's kind of obvious when you see some of this stuff. And almost all my shirts in the videos, I'm always like, seems like I'm wearing blue. I've had a couple of people message, comment on that, as a matter of fact. But the whole thing is, I evolved to this, but it's not what's making me money. The message is way more important than whether or not you have Mickey Mouse on your screen or some kind of pretty intro and outro. I promise you that. Show somebody that you believe in your business and you're excited, and that's where the money's going to come from, right there. People will follow you when you believe in what you're doing. Okay? So let's get down here and get started real quick, y'all. Again, I wanted to show examples. So Exitus Elite 2021, going to change it to 2022 real soon. So the software I use is Pixel Lab. I have no problem telling you what I do and use. This is what I do for my downline. So I use my phone actually in Pixel Lab to make all of my thumbnails and my editing stuff for, if I'm doing advertisements on Facebook or something like that. Pixel Lab has come to be my go-to. So it's really good. An image of me, my girlfriend, me, my son, me, maybe one of the grandkids or something like that, and me maybe down here in the corner giving these people someone to connect with. This is we're out and about. Made $1,000 in Wilmington, 4,000 in 4 days. This was fairly recent. So if you want to know what Exitus Elite it is a complete training system and support. And the reason I keep telling you support is because it has always been there. Paul Stevenson's son, Jacob, is actually in charge of support. He does an excellent job at making sure that we're accessible to him. So if we have a problem, sometimes you won't even know you have a problem. He saw somebody coming through and they had a problem. Maybe they didn't understand. A lot of times they have seniors and they just didn't get some part or something. Well, they can acknowledge it. They try to come through. I've seen Jacob reach out to me and say, somebody tried to pay the admin fee. this morning had problems, you might want to reach out to them. I just hate to see you lose a member and commission just because of some kind of hang up, whatever silly may have been. So sometimes he's really good for acknowledging there's an issue or has been an issue with one person. I don't have a common issue because it's a simple business that works. But at the same time, it's awesome to have somebody that cares enough about support who's really willing to reach out to you and help you when you see something like that. So it's a very powerful one-up system, most quality system I have seen for any one-up system. If I had to pick just one system to run with to make six-figure income, it would be Exitus Elite, and it is Exitus Elite. I have been focusing on them as a primary since 2018 and still smile from year to year. In 2022, I am ready to go and to build this business and probably more excited now than I have been the entire time. So it's a pretty awesome system right here. Now, what is a one-up system? One-up means that the very first one's going to be a pass-up, and that the very first person will also be a pass-up as well. So the first commission and the first person would be a pass-up because I'm putting your first person in for you at the G1000 and G2000, that I'm taking care of that for you. Now, we do have lower levels, the 100, 250 to 500, but to be honest, I have a 20-to-1 ratio of people that come to G1000 or higher compared to all the lower levels that are combined. So I do consider Exitus Elite as a $1,000, $2,000 business. I don't think that's going to change because the company itself is a 90% ratio from and that's for over 7 years that this business has been around. So in my opinion, it is definitely a $1,000 business or higher. Okay, this is 17,000. This was in 3,000 in one day, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000 right here. And it's all just complete, y'all, 17,000 in 30 days. That was about a year ago. I was trying to set up different time zones to let you know that the money's still been coming the entire time. I told you earlier that I was in the business and I was number one in the world. It was $33 offers, and the wrong businesses done right are still the wrong business. I was putting 300 to 350 members a month into a $33 business, but not everybody was going active. So it means they were signing up, but the ratio. So I was winding up making $4,000 to $5,000 a month, enough to pay the bills because I don't have that many bills. But at the same time, it wasn't like I was getting a lot of money. It wasn't like just putting money away in the bank left and right or anything like that. So what I acknowledged is doing the right business and being number one, even putting 300, 350 members in, it's still the wrong business. What that means is you got to go find a vehicle that can make the money that you really want to do. The type of money is going to change your life. Now, how is Exitus Elite like that, y'all? Let me show you some of these commissions I've made. First time I'd ever had $50,000 to $60,000 sitting in the bank at one time. I mean, it's just, it was because of Exitus Elite. You're talking about a business that could literally pay your house off. Paid, I had a $3,000 driveway put in. I bought a new sports car, paid cash for it, and then I literally, had enough money that I had made in a short period of time, in less than 30 days, I can literally pay the house off. So that's what I'm talking about. Are you in a vehicle that's going to actually get you what you want to get out of an online business? And again, that's exactly why one of my downline that made $3,000 and they had never made a dollar before an online business done it in 30 days because it is what people are looking for. You see what I'm saying? Even if they didn't want to do an $18 business, because to be honest, it would take almost every person in your zip code just to make any money in comparison to what one sale with one email from one person with $1,000 or $2,000 commissions are going to do. It's a totally different way, and it's so much easier when you're showing people something that's quality that you believe in, as opposed to this free and cheap business that it's just not there. You can have somebody really believes it, yet you're only going to make one commission from that person, as for $33 or $18, whatever it may be, compared to what this business can do. So I'm gonna move a little quicker. This was 4,000 in 4 days. I really need to update this. I made 3,000 right here in 3, but I actually made another one. It was 4,000 in 4 days. I just didn't update the picture for the video. I apologize. Still today in 2021, 4,000 in 4 days. $40,000 months in Exitus Elite right here, y'all. So it's pretty awesome. $9,000 day, 2,000. Even right in the middle of the month, I had 7,000 in 1 day, y'all. It's pretty awesome. So once again, I put your first member in for you, the G1000, new G2000, plus my 3-generation bonus training. I will give you second here to let you look at my bonus training. 3 generation bonus training is me and 2 other 6-figure earners who absolutely love one-up systems. Been number 1, number 2, number 3 in the world, all 3 of us at the same time for the same business. We've been, sometimes we're doing different businesses at the same time, and that's what my training really talks about. It's universal training, but it could probably be used for anything, not just one-up systems. So Miss Adriana, she's really big into Instagram. She's really big into Craigslist and some of that training. So I thought it'd be really good to have someone that maybe done it differently. Got free from the job. She's been free for about 5 or 6 years now. And I thought it'd be really good to show you her perspective, how she did it. Then I have Kelly and Jonathan down here, Generation 2. And they have been free from the job. I've seen them from just about day one. I've actually, they're in underneath me in Exitus Elite. As a matter of fact, is one of my downline. And I've seen, the way that they do things is differently. So it's good to me, not only just to get, training, but to get different perspectives of training. They'll do paid advertising, things of that nature. They'll do YouTube maybe a little bit differently than I do. So, and then Generation 3 is going to be me down here, trained by Shawn Powell. And I have all my videos down here, and I got a couple of gifts for you. If you're in Power Lead Systems, which quite a few people are, I have share codes that I have created so that you can duplicate my system itself, or you could do my sales page if you want to use my sales page. I'm sorry, my payment page. I apologize. I use Power Lead Systems for everything. So I give people options of PayPal, debit and credit card, Cash App, Google Pay, and Western Union. Those are the ones that majority of the people coming through. And again, I want to show you another page right here real quick, y'all. This is what Exitus Elite. Let me see here. Where's that? There we go. So Exitus Elite, not only do we get paid immediately, we always make 100% commissions. We even get to pick how we want to get paid. So in the back office, once you come into this, the very first thing you're going to do is there's going to be a getting started video from Paul Stevenson, and he's going to tell you how to set up your merchants. So we went ahead and added some graphical stuff to kind of help people and let them pick, you get to pick how you want to get paid, and then these people get to pick below you what you have chosen as choices. So these are some of the choices right here. Stripe, PayEasy, Authorize.net, debit and credit card. There's your bank account. Some more training real quick, y'all. I'd be real careful about putting your routing numbers and stuff. Sometimes in the past, people have made checks, and some places were dumb enough to actually cash them, so it was causing some conflict over that, all over just by having your routing numbers. So I would leave that blank and tell people if you needed to, wanted to send money from the bank or something like that, to reach out to me. So at least, because not very many people are going to be doing that option. I can tell you that I've had very few, but ones that have, if I had a problem, I know who had my routing numbers, as opposed to just having it hammered out there so anybody can look at it. They ain't got to contact you, and then there could be some kind of conflict. You ain't even have any clue who it could be. Well, I've narrowed it down to just a few. There's PayPal right here. If you love PayPal, if you hate PayPal, it doesn't matter. These are choices you want to give people. So don't just give people one choice and that's it. Do give people options. That will help out. Cash App right here. I've made really good money with Cash App. Here's Zelle, others. It could be anything you wanted it to be. Something that ain't listed up there, you could put right there as well. Venmo, Bitcoin, Tron, USDT, Ethereum. So, and then don't be surprised if you don't see more pop up. Even this entire page right here wasn't here long ago. So it's been an update in the system itself. So that's just pretty sweet to see new things constantly taking place inside this business, updating it more and more. I'm gonna start moving a lot quicker right here. I've covered a lot of things we're going to talk about anyhow. You can run this business without any other marketing system at all. I use Power Lead Systems. It's my backbone business. It's the way I make my capture page, sales pages, training systems, for my downline, and also my payment pages. Then again, I give these choices as options for you if you like to use, but at the same time, you could run this business by itself because that's what Exitus Elite can be. It can run its system right by itself. I go all the way back to my day one, August the 1st, and I can show you the first lead I got, whether or not they were active, if they purchase, if they upgrade, if they're still doing the system. All that's available right here in the back office. So you literally, and I've got all the information, their phone number and stuff of that nature, and it's all legit. The reason I say that is because anybody wants to do the business, they're not going to put in fake stuff. So every member is definitely real, and the leads itself, I just have such a high percentage of real emails. So these are, again, not the same quality people of free and cheap. It set the way for many other one-up systems that you have seen. They had copied the system. I'm not going to get in that, but there's been many of them that's copied the entire page and just changed their name. It's actually, for a reason, for a little while, Paul Stevenson was a little hot about that. Every time we talked on the phone, he would always mention that. I've never seen a one-up or double one-up business go out of, a system go out of business. Only thing I've ever seen, y'all, with any, and this is true, is watching owners make bad decisions and then seeing they weren't man enough to change it, or it even made you wonder, were they trying to run it in the ground on purpose? So I have seen some businesses where I thought the owners made bad decisions, and I wound up seeing us get hurt. And so that's why in 2018 I was tired of seeing that I said, what's the best business I've been a part of? Best owner, best system, best everything. It all kept pointing back to Exitus Elite, and that's why I'm here. I could put anyone in this business without having to worry about them getting hurt or the owner making terrible decisions. That's a fact. And again, we get paid immediately. We get to pick how we want to get paid. This is priceless. Exitus Elite has been around since the summer of 2014. Lots of enthusiasm in this business from old veterans and new members. We have a leaderboard in the back, y'all, and often I'm told I'm on the leaderboards a lot. I don't really pay it a lot of mind now, to be honest. But with that being said, it's nice that I can pop in the Facebook group and see people I don't know who they are making money. And to me, I think that's really a big part. I love to see my downline making money probably as much, if not more, than myself. I think a lot of marketers that have been marketing for a long time, that's how they kind of, how we kind of become. But at the same time, it's also awesome to see people I don't have a clue who they are. Never seen that name before. And when I do look in the back office, like, bam, this person is number one, number two, number three, and in this business, and I've never seen them. And they're not necessarily big marketers. People are excited about a quality system that can just about sell itself if you show them that you're excited and give them someone to connect with. It's the world of difference. We're still adding new training. Well, this has all been updated since then, so I'm going to pass this over here. So, we have live webinars. They're on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock Eastern time. This is actually some images from it. What we'll do is we'll pick a person, or Paul will pick somebody. Sometimes they're from the system itself, like this gentleman right here is, 6 and 7 figure earners that, and ask some questions in the interview. And once it's over, we get to ask questions directly to them or to Paul Stevenson. So it's a really good webinar, y'all. That was one guy, he was actually teaching Facebook in 2021. It was a really good one. I enjoyed that one. This one is actually Paul Stevenson's lawyer. So we get the opportunity to talk to him directly, ask questions, what we can do, what we can't do, what he suggests, what we have opinions about or ideas, and see what he says, what we can and can't do, and going by his recommendations from a guy who wants to keep the business as legit and moving forward as possible. Who does this, y'all? Who gets their lawyer in webinars? So we're adding a G2000 Paul had been interested in. And before he'd done it, he actually reached out to us and told us, he'd like to do this and want to know us what we thought about it. How many owners do you know do that? Actually put out an idea, and then sometimes we'll even shoot it down because we weren't, we thought maybe we were going in the wrong direction, or we try something. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is the difference, y'all. Having an owner who manages and trying something, and if I didn't like it or whatever, it didn't matter because I know that he's going to fix it if it's not right. I've seen him before. We changed it. We were going to make $1,300 commissions for all of us for the G1000. He wanted to try to make it where we made more money for us, right? Well, the sales dropped because it kind of got out of that sweet spot of that $1,000 for that $1,000 level. It took people. I remember people were calling me crying because they felt like they couldn't afford to come in at the $1,300 level. So Paul, after a couple of weeks, we're talking about redoing the entire system for $1,300, new videos, new pages, new everything. He's like, you know what, y'all? I think maybe we went in the wrong direction. Let's put this back where it's supposed to be at. So he literally goes back to where it's $1,000 commissions, and bam, it went crazy. I showed you earlier. It'll take 2 seconds. I'll show you again. I remember this the other day. This day right here. I know you can't barely see it. It says 7,000 right here, right? This was during that time frame where Paul changed it from the 1,300 back to the 1,000, And here I am making 7,000 in one day just because of that change, and we've never had a problem since. So again, yo, I don't mind a owner managing and trying things. What I love is the fact that he's man enough to put it back on the tracks if you feel like we come off of it, and that's what a great owner does. The last 30 minutes, 45 minutes is Paul going back to the very beginning and reading all the comments and seeing if there's anything that needs to be addressed and answered, and that's what this part is, the latter part. Upgrade and just pay the difference from the package and the admin fee. Admin fee is only the money that that the company makes. We make 100% commissions, like I said. We get paid immediately. Always, get to pick how I want to get paid. So what's the money being made? It's the money that we pay up front so that the company can take care of all these upgrades, talking to the company directly. Then you could call Paul Stevenson and talk to him for an hour on the phone. I've seen so many people that are blown away with that. Paul is old school. He'd rather talk to you on the phone than to be, text and messaging on Facebook. So that's pretty awesome that he's actually, someone is who actually you can reach out to and hear exactly what he wants to tell you, or ask the questions that you need to ask the owner of a business, and he knows what he's doing. After 30 years of having storefronts and doing online businesses, he is the best owner. And I've seen good owners, y'all. I have seen bad ones too, but I will tell you this: this is the best owner I've ever seen, without a doubt. So what we pay for also includes the webinars, all these updates. The man writes his own emails to keep deliverability at the highest for the company. He keeps track of emails every time I'm on the phone with him. He's almost always the one that brings up email deliverabilities, things of that nature. Looking at what Yahoo's doing, what Hotmail's doing, which is a hot mess. Don't use Hotmail. But I'm just saying he's letting you know that he's acknowledging what's happening and what he's doing to make sure that these 10,000s of emails that he sends out every month for us, because we have autoresponder emails, are doing what it's supposed to be doing. A great business owner right there. Okay, so let's see here. Why do Exitus Elite G1000? I have a 20 to 1. I'm going to bypass all this. I've already talked about this. Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. When I got free from the job, I had worked 26 years in a restaurant, averaging at times up to 90 plus hours a week. Well, if you've ever heard anybody do restaurants, that's not uncommon. The last one I did, I was there for 13 years. It's on I-40, extremely busy restaurant. It was to the point where I would walk myself raw. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna go into a lot of detail, but I couldn't even eat. If I sat down, I didn't want to get back up because it'd make you tired. So a lot of us often would just go in the back and keep moving, and wouldn't really even take a lunch break. We would go eat, standing in the office or wherever the little place was, and that was it. So it was extremely busy restaurant. And though I enjoyed people, I'm a very people person, I was burnt out. After 26 years with no end in sight, my son, me being a single full-time dad, my son literally couldn't even stay in his own house for half the week because of how many hours I was working 14-hour shifts back to back to back. So that was really a big thing for me, is wanting to have more time with my son. I wanted to be able to go to the field trips. I'd never been on one with my son, and this is a small windows of opportunities for people to go. I remember my family get-togethers had gotten to the point where they quit even asking me or telling me about it because they knew I couldn't go. It was going to be a weekend, and my restaurants was too busy, so they knew that I would be working. So, and that's just terrible when you have a profession. And even though I love my grandma, she's 92 years old. My mom died when I was pretty young, so she became sort of my mom. When Mother's Day, my grandma that I call and talk to. So, seeing that, knowing my grandma's old as she is, missing family get-togethers and stuff, that's what the burn was in my stomach. And this image right here, I had gotten free from a job the same month, if I'm not mistaken. It's within 30 days from the time I got free from a job. And this was me sitting at my kitchen table with an old S3 phone with a $4 stand, still getting out to people that way. When I did YouTube, I did a lot of Facebook at that time as well. And I got a lot of trainings on Facebook, y'all, just to let you know. So it meant a lot to me because my little boy wanted to be part of that. So I made like 130 some videos in a month and a half. I was doing everything I could. I was bouncing off the walls. People could sense I was really excited. There was no Mickey Mouse stuff jumping around. None of that necessary. It was about me belief and showing you what I was doing. And that's all you need. That's why I told you earlier, right? But y'all, I want you to see something, how different my life is, y'all. This is my little boy at that age was 7. He's 14 now. Half of my son's age, y'all. I've been home. And that has been priceless compared to where I was before and jammed up in a restaurant with my son not even be able to stay in his own house, having babysitters come and go and leave the lids off of peanut butter and come home and have ants everywhere. Just stupid mess, man. So it has been a blessing in so many ways. Y'all, I have covered just about everything that you need to know about Exitus Elite. The training is really good. One of the best parts, I think, is called to be the legends. There's 20 people that had interviewed or 6 and 7 figure earners. One particular is a millionaire who was so impressed he actually asked could he be just about the entire section for the G500 was put in for that. Now, just so you know, when you come into G1000, G2000, all the lower levels come with it already. So don't just get the G5000 500 to be it. Go ahead and get that G1000 and the G2000 because all the lower levels and the commissions are going to come with it. You do not want to be sitting in this business at a $100 level with 90% of the people in the company, just as general, I have a 95% ratio, are going to come in at the G1000 or 2000 and you're going to only make $100 while your upline is literally making $900 or $1,900 commissions all the time. There's one thing to be in the right vehicle. It's another thing to be qualified so that you can get paid correctly in that vehicle. And don't expect your downline to do anything different than you. If you come into business, you're only doing G100, and that's all you're preaching about, then that's all you're going to get. And you got to see bigger than that, y'all. You got to understand this business can change lives. Get yourself in this vehicle. Get yourself to where you can make that life-changing income and then just put the work in, and it's going to happen, y'all. It's just a matter of time. So, my 3-generation bonus training, I put your first member in for you. That's going to make me stand out a whole lot different than these other leaders and members for sure. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel, y'all, because I put out a lot of content. I got over 300 videos for Exitus Elite with training about like I did in this one, just about every one of them. And I also have over 1,300 videos, so it's not like I'm just going to be here and gone. This is what I do. This is my way of getting out to people, and it's my favorite way. So if you're ready to do this business, y'all, go ahead and leave a comment down below. You can send me a message, a text, or a phone call if you like. Tell me you want me to put your first member in for you. I'll go ahead and send you that link. I'll even walk you through and get you ready for this business. And with that being said, y'all, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Appreciate it.